Good luck, human.
Good game. Let's do it again sometime. Oh, hey, it's you. Alright. Come on, I'll lead you in. Name's Samson. Brock Samson. This friggin' place is like a maze.
Ah, Mr. Sampson, I'd lost track of you for a moment. And you've brought the player! Splendid! On behalf of everyone at the inventory, I cannot begin to express our unbridled elation to see you return for another night of high-stakes poker.
Yeah, speaking of high stakes, things may have gotten stabby over in the Mumbly Peg room.
Mr. Sampson, I once again remind you that the inventory is not your personal abattoir.
Yeah, send the cleaning bill to Venture Industries.
That's what you said the last time. As always, I am Commodore Reginald Van Winslow, retired, and I will be your host for tonight's perilous voyage on the seas of chance.
Thanks, babe.
Hey, Reggie, these new chairs are great. It's like my keister is being held aloft by the wings of tiny velvet angels.
Let me try, Sam.
I'm afraid there's no room at the table for your +1, Sam.
That's okay. Max will make his own fun.
Come out with your arms akimbo, Mendoza!
So when do we get this clam bake on the road?
In a few minutes. We're still waiting for...
Hello, future losers!
our remaining contestants.
But seriously, whose HDMI port do I have to kiss to get a drink around here? Ooh, I really love what you've done with the place. Very, Boardwalk Empire meets Silence of the Lambs.
As I was saying, you're
Can we get going? Steve and I have a tea time at Spyglass.
I suppose we should. I'd hoped our final contestant would be here by now, but it appears that we'll be one short tonight.
Deal me in.
Tonight's tournaments have a $20,000 buy-in. Everything seems to be in order. The chips are stacked, the deck is shuffled. Let the tournament begin! Gentlemen, I leave you to the tender mercies of GLaDOS.
Good evening.
Great!
What the hell?
Wayne!
Hubba hubba!
This completes the first test of the contestants' poker faces. The bad news is you all failed miserably. The good news is you appear to be evenly matched. The name of the game is Texas Hold'em.
I call.
I call.
Nah.
Call. I'll check.
Ooh, decisive.
Check.
Let's get this party lubricated!
I fold.
I don't know. Raise.
I'm going all in.
Ah, hell.
Oh. Didn't expect that, did you?
Looks like O'Clappy's just bought himself a big old sack of pain.
Nice.
Mr. Trap has two pair. Mr. Sampson has a full house. Mr. Sampson wins the pot.
It's no shame in losing to a superior opponent, Spanky.
Claptrap has been eliminated.
Fortunately, my stake in this tournament has been funded by a generous grant from the fine folks at Gearbox Software. What? What do you mean, unapproved expenses? I'm doing cross-promotional work here. But, hello? Hello? When the movie comes out, I am out of here!
I call.
Nope.
Ah, jeez. Now you got it pissed me off.
I'll fold.
Good for you.
Check, check, check. Such a boring word.
Let's bet. Well, if I were you, I'd probably be peeing in my pants about now.
Rock steals the pot.
Let's see if we can keep this gravy train rolling.
I'll call.
I call.
What are you staring at, Clifford?
The hand. That's one of those spiffy Danish jobbies, isn't it? A flongvar?
Buddy, I'll have you know that this beauty was built by Lord Arthur's personal blacksmith back in the 14th century.
You know, most people would find that story ludicrous, but that's not even the silliest thing I've heard since lunch.
Wait till I tell you about the mini ashes.
Sam takes the pot.
Don't be discouraged. Running in fear is a pretty natural response to a 6-foot-tall dog with a gun.
Call.
This is gonna get ugly, isn't it?
That's why I'm happy to be king of the creatures. I'll raise.
I'd buy a lot of Bowie knives. Raise.
Duh.
I fold.
Brock steals the blinds.
Fear's a bitch, isn't it?
I hate to be that guy, but your chainsaw's leaking on my pants.
Sorry about that, Marmaduke. I just like to be prepared.
For what, an attack of the Triffids?
Triffids, Deadites, vampires, nightmare demons, or maybe just your everyday killer robot.
Chainsaws. Like those would work.
Okay, then.
Call.
It's gonna take a lot more than that to scare off Ashley J. Williams.
I call. Check. Interesting. No, wait, what's the opposite of that?
Check.
So, we've all got nothing then, huh? Check.
Checko.
Big
Whoa,
mistake.
Great
Junior.
day in the morning.
He's gotta be bluffing, right? I'll raise.
Wendy and I could repair the Oldsmobile with that money. Nope.
Don't be scared by the chips. Don't be scared by the chips. Fold.
Brock has a flush, and our silent friend has a flush. The player wins with the high flush. Congratulations, you've converted a nearly unbeatable hand into a victory.
Jeez, usually I get a little foreplay before getting kicked in the balls like that.
Now that you've played a few hands without bleeding all over the cards, it's time to move the blinds up to 600 and 1200.
You know, Sam, not many men of action can get away with the skinny hat look.
Thanks. I've been trying to bring back hats for years, but I can't even get Max to wear his beret anymore.
Ceci n'est pas un chapeau.
I tried wearing a cowboy hat back in the 90s. Didn't take.
What about you, Brock? I see in something of a chapaya.
Well, I can't really wear hats. My hair produces a chemical that causes them to disintegrate after a few hours. Doc says it's a super testosterone or something.
The player takes the pot.
Looks like I'm folding. Again.
I call.
Check.
I'm gonna bet.
It was fun while it lasted.
Wow, I really thought you'd fold there. I'll bet.
I know something you don't know. Not about this hand, just generally.
I'll bet.
Okay, then.
Brock Sampson has a pair of kings. The player has two pair. The player wins the hand.
Fold.
Call.
Check.
I'll check.
I'll check. Interesting. No, wait, what's the opposite of that?
Yeah, I'll call.
We spend more money than that on gun oil in a week. Hold on. Why do we go through so much gun oil? Anyway, call.
I'll check that.
Checorema.
You might want to pace yourself there.
Fold.
I fold.
The player takes the pot.
Not that I've been staring uncomfortably at your rock-hard abs or anything, but you guys seem pretty fit.
You going anywhere with this?
How do you keep off the weight?
Mostly by running and screaming. Swinging around a chainsaw is also great for the lats.
Well, I'm more of an isometrics kind of guy. Twisting necks until they splinter takes a crate load of dynamic tension.
I do that kind of stuff all the time, but my belly's still as jiggly and off-putting as a Three's Company reunion special.
It could be your diet. An analysis of your saliva indicates that your internal organs are almost entirely comprised of cellophane-wrapped meat byproducts, mass-produced sponge-like desserts, and an impenetrable substance known only as fudgy freezes.
All right. All in.
Ah, fuzz nuggets. Fold.
Never bring a knife to a chainsaw fight, kids. That's the stuff.
The player has 3 of a kind, and Mr. Williams has 3 of a kind. Ash wins with the king kicker.
That's a little more like it.
Anyhow, wait a minute. Those things are bad for me?
Initially, yes. Now the preservatives are the only thing keeping you alive. Of course, they're also responsible for your girth. It's a bit of a catch-22. I love those.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
I think I'll call.
Check.
Way to go out on a limb there, Captain Courageous.
I'm all fucking.
Whoa! Who dug it? That's a lot of smalls. Nuh-uh.
Just remember, it's only a game. Nope.
Ah! Booyah! Ha! Oh yeah.
Mr. Sampson has a full house, and the player has a full house. Brock wins with the bigger house.
Nice.
It's time to raise the blinds to 800 and 1600.
So, Sam, why don't you take off your jacket?
2 reasons. First of all, I paid a team of highly skilled artisans a metric butt-ton of money for this new suit, so I'm gonna show it off like a trophy wife at a back-to-school night.
And the second reason?
Underneath this jacket, I'm sweating like a fat guy in a walk-in humidor.
Ugh, thanks for sharing that.
Seriously, my pits are so swampy, there are probably manatees swimming around in there. Check it out.
Oh,
So anyway, I'm keeping it on.
I'll check. You might want to pace yourself there. Sure, why not? Check.
Brock has ace high, and you have a pair of kings. The player wins.
I'm in.
yeah, I'm in.
Check.
Bet. How do you get through all your crazy adventures without any shoes?
Same way you get through yours without a hat.
But I don't need a hat.
Exactly.
That's not really an answer.
Isn't it?
No, it's not.
And that's why I don't wear shoes. Fudge. All in.
Impressive. I'm all in.
Big mistake, Junior.
Well, that's good, right? For me, I mean.
Son of a...
Ash has a pair of 5s. Sam has a pair of 8s. Sam takes the pot.
It's about time. I was starting to feel like...
A useless cog in an engine of despair.
No. But thanks for making me lose my train of thought.
And also because shoes make him look like a big brown clown.
I call.
All in.
Woo! Nice.
I call.
I call.
Check.
Check.
Checko.
I don't know. Enough of this romper room garbage!
Ah, hell.
Oh, Sam, think of all the hamdingers we could buy with that.
Shh, I'm thinking. I followed.
Brock Samson has 2 pair. The player has a pair of 2s. And Ash has 2 pair. On the side pot, the player wins the hand. And on the main pot, Brock wins with the higher pairs.
I'll just take those.
Ashley Williams has been eliminated.
Well then, guess it's time to slam down a few beers and dream up an excuse for losing all that money.
Fold.
I'll raise. You know, most of the poker games I'm invited to turn out to be elaborate death traps.
Brock steals the blinds.
And it looks like Lady Luck settled in for a long night at the Casa de Brock.
So where was I? Oh yeah. You worry too much, Brock. Max and I have been coming here for years without even a hint of a death trap.
Unless you count the killer mini tacos.
I don't know, this whole place just feels weird.
Weird is in the eye of the beholder. Would you like me to reprogram your optic nerves to be less paranoid?
All right. Time to separate the cottons from the lacy unmentionables.
Woo, nice. Pretty ballsy move for a gelding. Oh, jeez. I'll win.
Great day in the morning. Are you sure about that?
Booyah! Nice.
Brock has a pair of queens. Sam has a pair of queens. Brock wins with the 8 kicker.
Well, that's pretty much how I figured it'd go down.
Sam has been eliminated.
I think I've learned a very important lesson tonight.
Wheat bread is not an effective coagulant.
It's cute when you jam words together like you know what they mean.
The blinds are now set at 1,000 and 2,000. Nice round numbers.
So it's just us now, huh? Oh, I'll try to make this as painless as possible. I call. I don't know. You want to hang with the big dog, you gotta cough up some milk bones. The look in your eyes says I've got you by the balls, and I'm not gentle.
Brock steals the pot.
Let's raise. You sure you want to do that? Ha ha ha. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh!
Mr. Sampson has 2 pair, and our silent friend has 2 pair. The player wins with the higher pairs.
You can't win if you don't play. And seriously, that's the way you're gonna play.
I love these little moments of quiet before the crying starts, don't you?
I'm gonna bet.
Brock steals the pot.
I'll just take those. Raise. I'll check. Sure, why not? Check. Check. Big mistake, Junior.
The player takes the pot. This tournament has given me an overwhelming sense of deja vu. Oh, now I remember. It's just like that time my lab rats fought over a piece of cheese. The funny thing is, the rats didn't really need to eat the cheese. They were just conditioned to want the cheese by weeks of electrical stimulation. In the end, they killed each other, and the cheese was eaten by one of the human test subjects. He died too, because the cheese was moldy.
I'll bet. Go ahead and call. I dare you.
Rock steals the pot. The blinds have been increased to 264 and 4C8 in base 23. I'll give you a minute to work that out before I deal the next hand.
I'll raise that. Come on, baby. You freaking kidding me?
Rock Samson has a pair of 2s, and the player has a pair of 8s. The player wins.
Call. Welcome to the party, kid. I'm in. Well, I've got to respect a guy secure enough in his manhood to make a bet that tiny. Call. Welcome to the party, kid. Not this time.
The player takes the pot. Victory is so close now for one of you.
Check. You might want to pace yourself there. Nah.
The player takes the pot.
I'll stay in, 'cause I'm crazy. Seriously, that's the way you're gonna play. Call. You might want to pace yourself there. Hold.
The player takes the pot.
Check. Check. I'll check. Yeah, I'll bet. Ah! Ooh. Bum ba 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 ba. Bum ba 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 ba. Bum ba 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 ba.
Brock steals the pot.
There's no shame in losing to a superior opponent, Spanky.
That's strange. I'm starting to get impatient with this tournament. I'm not really programmed to get impatient, but here we are. Maybe if I increase the blinds to 1,400 and 2,800, the feeling will go away. I project a 0.05% chance that this tournament will end in bloodshed. Luckily, I don't have any blood.
Check. Welcome to the party, kid.
The player takes the pot.
Check. Yeah, I'll bet. Oh, not cool, man. I call. Let's see if we can chase out the posers. I call. Let's bet. Damn. Sure, why not?
Mr. Sampson has a pair of tens. The player has a pair of aces. The player wins the hand.
So, what's your story?
The player is here by special invitation of the owner.
Special invitation. You must have some powerful connections to pull that off. Ah, damn it, all in. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on.
The player has a straight. Brock has two pair. The player wins.
Lucky bastard.
Congratulations on your first tournament victory! In addition to your significant financial winnings, management would like to reward you with these celebratory inventory tokens.
I can't believe I lost the shields in Yarnell over there.